This is Neily on Nutrition. I am in Paula's pantry and we are going to organize it today. We've got 3 shelves here we need to work on, and we have a spice cabinet over here. We'll take a look at that, what we can do. And then over here we have one more cabinet. Let's go ahead and get started. First thing we want to do is remove. So we're going to start removing things, and then we want to read. So we're going to kind of remove and read at the same time. Reading, for example, expiration dates. Paula has kind of a baking theme going on up here. So we're going to group everything on the table and then start putting things back. But looking at dates, okay, this is best if used by November 2009. So we'll probably put that aside to be thrown away. Let's see. Oh, this is May 2010. Here we've got some baking stuff on this shelf. We've got some, I think this stuff never goes bad.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
What's a good thing to do with pasta after you open it is to put it into an airtight container. So
like
you could get those, yeah, or you can get those glass cylinder type containers, and you can put those in there, and you can take the label and cut it off and put it on the package. So the nutrition information.
Great.
So you have that. On the third shelf now, and we've got, Paula has a lot of oils and vinegars here. It's important to read the labels for instructions. So for example, that you see you had it in the cupboard, which is a cool, dark place. It says use 10 to 12 weeks after opening or refrigerate. It is a cool, dark place. I think you'd be fine here, but it did expire last year. So this one's not open, so I think you're good in keeping it here, just in a cool, dark place. But you might want to open it
and then refrigerate it.
And refrigerator, yeah.
Correct.
So as you can see, we took Paula's top cabinet and very nicely organized soup like with like. So we've got soups together, we've got the tomato products, we've got beans, some other miscellaneous, some pumpkin, and then we've got our meats, tuna, salmon, and some chicken back there. So we keep everything all nice together, and as you can see, it's very easily accessible. For the second shelf, we're going to use one of these wire baskets. You can see we've got some extra space. We've consolidated all of the pastas and the grains on one side over here, and then our baking goods, our dried goods. Since Paula usually often uses the sugar with the flour, we put those one in front of the other. She knows that the flour is back there. So there we have the second shelf. We have the end product of Paula's pantry, and as you can see, we on the bottom shelf we put all the oils and the vinegars and so forth. Paula has 2 pans, but they serve 2 different purposes, so otherwise I would have her consolidate and maybe give the other one away. But just kind of like a little bit of miscellaneous things. We use a little container in the back here just for some miscellaneous items, small little miscellaneous items. Cleans it up a little bit. So you have another cabinet over here that has some canned goods, tuna, soups, and so forth. About moving some of the canned goods over to this. Since we're getting rid of a lot, we're going to have some extra space in there.
I think it'd be easier to find what I have.
I like that you have the no salt added garbanzo beans. And actually, if you do buy salted beans, just a little FYI, is that you can reduce the sodium about 40% by rinsing them underwater in a colander for about 2 minutes.
Oh,
yeah. So over here, we decluttered it significantly. You put all the canned goods over in the pantry. And we got a little basket here just for those small, loose end kind of things, and keep them all together, and that way it's not so crowded. And her frequently used products, and then some things in the back are products that she doesn't use very often. And then again, we have her more frequently used products up front here. So there we have Paula's cabinet. This cabinet is the spice shelf. And I love Lazy Susans because, especially when it comes to spices. So we're going to put a Lazy Susan little turntable up there. This way we can see all of Paula's different spices. We'll put the tall ones so you can see those. Some smaller ones. Looking at the dates too, of course, spices do expire, and the spice companies usually do put an expiration date on there. One of the things, if you don't use spices a lot, one thing you can do is buy them in bulk, like at Whole Foods or Central Market, but just tiny little amounts of them, and you can get some 41 cents or $1 for what you might spend, you know, several dollars on these other ones. So that's and just little containers that you might have. You know, actually you can use your old spice containers too to do that. The glass ones.
And just buy as you need.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. See all of Paula's spices and seasonings and so forth so much easier. We put her salt and pepper up front because she uses those most often, as well as some parsley flakes and some of the other things. So you can see, nice.
Yes.
So much easier. Great.
Without digging and knocking them over.
Exactly. Yep. Perfect. There you go. So there you have it. We're done with Paula's cabinets. A few more things in regard to organizing the pantries. But first, just to review. First of all, we want to remove what's in our pantries and read, is the second R, read the labels for expiration dates and also for the nutritional value. Paula actually had, didn't really have a lot to get rid of, very few things actually. She eats very healthy. She does have high blood pressure, so we focused on some of the lower sodium products that she can do. The third R is repurposing. Going through her cabinets, we found a couple of things that she doesn't use, so we're just going to give them away. So we've got some cappuccino coffee and some tea here. So give them away. You can give them to, if you have a lot of canned goods or so forth, you can give them to the food pantry if they haven't expired. The fourth R is to replace and replenish. One of the things that I like to do, I love almonds, and
I do too.
Paula does too. The problem is that in this little bag right here, we have 1/4 cup is a serving, which is just maybe the palm of your hand, each at 170 calories, and there's 15 servings in here. If you just open the bag and start eating them, it can really add up. So what I like to do is take them out and portion out 1 ounce portions. So this is a 1 ounce portion of nuts, and then you just put the bags right back into the package here, and there you've got your pre-portion. So anyway, so that's just something that I like to do. You can do that with trail mix. You can do it with cereals, but nuts that are more calorically dense work really well for that. The last one was we returns. We remove, we read, we repurpose, replace, and replenish, and then return the items back into the pantry. And now Paula has a very nicely cleaned out pantry. She's gotten rid of everything that's expired and has an excellent, healthy cabinet. Thanks for having me here today, Paula. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
So if you'd like me to come over, if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and reorganize your pantry, do some spring cleaning with you, please feel free to get in touch with me. You can reach me at jennifer@jenniferneily.com is my email address. My phone number is below, and my website is neilyoungnutrition.com, which is also in the description. So again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.